Previously, I've done a video called Leg Strength, working on the posterior chains. The difference is in this video, I'm going to focus on standing exercises. I encourage you to check out the other video because for maximum effectiveness, you can do both, a combination of mat and standing exercises. We're going to do a very simple warm-up to start with. You're going to have your legs in a ballet first position or turn out legs. So it will be like that in V shape. So let's start the right leg first. I'll have my left hand on the wall, legs turn out. From here, I'm going to bring the leg forward in point, keeping the leg turned out, okay? And just gently brush the floor with the big toe. Start to release the tightness in the hip joints in preparation for the exercise we're going to do in a short while. And when you're ready, you can start swinging the leg back and forth a little bit. Make sure your big toe brush the floor as it goes down before it goes back, and the other way around, brush the floor to come up. Let your body go a little bit. You don't have to stand up so straight because you need to let the swing get bigger. So the body kind of goes with it, goes with the legs. A few more times here. Free up our hip socket. And slowly, you can bring it down, make the movement smaller again. And coming back, let's do the other side. Feet turn out in V shape. In point, bring your big toe forward and brushing the floor, bring it back. Few times this way. And when you're ready, bring the leg up, brush the floor and back. Start swinging your leg gently. You can also do this as a movement interval. Whenever you sit too much, you feel like you need a bit of release in your hip joints. You can do this anytime, anywhere. Just make sure that there's nothing in front or behind you, that you can swing your leg freely, because you don't want to like kick into anything. And a few more times. Slowly, make the swing smaller again. And bring it back down. That's a very simple warm-up to prepare us for the coming exercises. Following the turn-out legs just now, we're going to continue to turn out, but this time in a bigger stance. In this position, which is called Ma Pu in Tai Chi Chuan, in martial arts, people do this a lot. We're just going to take this stance and we're going to stay there, okay? So bend from the hips, extend your adductor or your inner thigh muscles and stay there. And we're going to just do gentle pulses first. A few times here, straightening the legs and bending it. So watch, do this very slowly because what we don't want is start bouncing. When we start bouncing too much, look, this is what might happen. Nothing happens here. You're just bouncing and chances are you're pushing from the knee. So I want us to lengthen out from the inner thigh muscle, pulling ourselves up till about 90% straight, but we don't need to straighten up all the way. We don't need to pull the kneecaps up because the important thing is we want to start to open up the hip joints even more to allow a deeper elongation of our inner thigh muscle, and then with this, we're able to connect better and hold us in this position. So do a few more times here. This way, gently just pulsing up and down. If I were to use the word bounce, then it's a very slow bounce, not a quick bounce, okay? We have elasticity here. And a couple more times. So one thing to note is that, look at my back, is straight. All right? We want to avoid this, which is a gym a stance a lot of people who go to the gym do. And this is not quite ideal because here you're probably hinging from the lower back. Keep the spine straight and start to do this from the hip joints. So imagine there's a wall behind you, you're brushing your back against the wall. Some of you may already feel tired. Just hold on and do a bit slower, but we need to get through it. The tiredness comes from the releasing of the tightness in the soft tissue, which often hold us back in these joints. Okay, and then from here, we're going to stay down. Yes. Imagine there is a brick on top of you. You're not going to bob up and down anymore. You're going to stay, okay? We'll extend the arms out, palms face up. We'll keep the legs very still as if it's rooted on the ground. And we're going to start to rotate the upper body. Not too much. Keeping both arms parallel to the floor. As if it's one long stick. It's not bending. It's not moving to the front or back. It's following the rotation of the torso. And the torso is just bringing the arms to move, to follow in its direction, but it's not initiating any movement. So what I mean by that is, just make sure you're not doing this. This is not the movement, yeah? So first, this arm is very proactive. We don't want that. And secondly, this is swinging the body. Again, we don't want that. What we're looking for is a lot of stability in the legs, arms out, palms face up, and rotating the thoracic spine. And not going too far, because if we go too far, chances are we will move the legs. We don't want that, okay? Keeping the legs absolutely still, no bobbing your head or your body up and down. And one more each side. Coming back, interlace your fingers. Now, do the same, but this time into a side bend. So as you side bend to the right, for instance, ground your left foot even more so that you get the stability you need. As you side bend to the left, ground your right foot. And to ground the foot, we need strong legs, and we need to engage the inner thighs or the adductor muscles here. And to do that, we need our hamstrings and our glutes to stabilize us. You see how everything works together. Actually, muscles don't work in isolation. They are always a team. Few more times. And one more each side. Coming back up. Release. Okay, and from here, we're going to turn our body to one side and working the glutes and hamstrings even more now. We're going to lift the back heel and just bend the leg and straightening it. Again, keeping the pace very deliberate and the movement very elastic. We don't want to bounce. We are bouncing here, sorry. We don't want to bounce quickly. We don't want this, okay? We want a slow, elastic, sticky bounce. So think about bending your back leg instead. So when we bend our back leg, our hamstrings trying to hold us. We are also folding from the front hip joint and straightening out. And of course, the glutes of the back leg, in this case my left leg, is also very involved in this. You see how the entire posterior chain of the left glutes and left hamstring work together. It's all in the back leg. Now, some of you might feel tightness in the front quads. That's normal if you have tight quads, because it is trying to release here. And coming back, change. Same thing. Another thing is you might also feel it in this hip joint of the back leg. Again, if it's tight, you will feel some pull there. That's all good, not to worry, okay? Again, doing this slowly, and very important, keeping the back straight. We don't want to lean forward, yeah? No, no. No leaning forward. Again, it's the same thing, as if there is a wall behind you and you're brushing your back against the wall, kind of like gently brushing your back against the wall, going up and down, cleaning the wall. This also helps us to curl our toes, because you see how much my heel is lifted. A few more times. And coming back. I don't know about you, but if you're doing it with me, you might feel the heat slowly building up in the body, which is what I love about movements like that. It's slow and deliberate, but you know what? The body heat slowly build up. It's the qi and the blood circulation, gently but surely firing us up, helping us to build connection and strength. And here comes one of my favorite hamstring and glute exercises. Actually, this is similar to the Pilates reformer. It's an exercise called scooter. So even if you don't have a reformer at home, or you've not done anything on a reformer before, it doesn't matter. We can replicate this movement, engaging the same exercises with this very, very simple exercise, okay? Now, I need you to line up your toes and your knees. So basically, just make sure that your legs are aligned. And you're going to bend both knees here. And this time, you're going to lean forward. Yes. So just now in the previous exercises, you don't lean forward, but this one you do, okay? And from here, you're going to bring one leg into point. In this case, it's my right leg here. And I'm going to just brush it back and front. Note that my moving leg is bent, yeah? So this almost looks like a particular sport called, is it figure skating? Anyway, they are often starting in this stance. So this is the same, we are in the same stance. And while your leg is moving, the other leg that is stabilizing you will start to slowly burn. In my case, it is right now. Okay, you might start to feel the burn building up on this moving leg as well. And slowly come up. Change to the other side. Line up your legs. And start to point the other leg here. And brush the big toe in bent knee. Front and back. Note that the movement is small, yeah? We don't want big movements here, because we are using our glutes and hamstrings to control the movements, to give us stability, so that the other leg is free to move. Of course, keeping your belly in, we need core connection still here. Everything we do, we need core strength, core connection. We never really switched off from that as long as we are doing any exercises. But it should be intuitive connection. Keep going. Keeping the moving leg bent. We don't want it straight. And slowly bring it back. And take a short break. Let's come to the progressive version of the scooter. And we're going to integrate the arm movements now. So this is called the running man. Running man on scooter. Okay, so line up your toes, bend one leg, point. And from here, bring it forward and back. Forward and back. looking diagonally down in front of you. And just move your arms in a way that feels natural to you. It really doesn't matter which one goes in front first. As long as you can feel the balance you need, feels natural for you. And of course, the arms need to be in the same pace as the leg movement, yeah? If they are incoherent, you will feel unstable. So it's also about movement integration here. A few more times. You might feel it a lot in your supporting leg. In this case, it's my right leg. That's really good. It's the sweet sensation, the slow burn. Okay, just one more. And coming back, change to the other side. And go. I realize that I often start with the left leg moving. Again, it really doesn't matter. Do what your body feels like as long as you're allowed to. You are able to bring it into connection. And with the connection, we build strength. Inner strength. And slowly coming to a stop. Let me know in the comments below on how you feel doing these exercises or the exercise before. Whether you feel a slow burn building up, whether you feel yourself working on muscles that you have not felt much before, because I do love to work on the deep inner stability muscles, the muscles that stabilizes, rather than the superficial muscles that most people pay too much attention to. So let me know how you feel, how you're connecting, how you're feeling, because I love to hear from you, get more feedback. Let me wrap up this video with one more exercise, and you can do this while you are talking to somebody, because the stronger our legs are, the better we are in our balancing. So let's see how good we are or I am with my balancing. Have your legs together, and standing on my right leg, my left leg comes up, just like that, knee pointing straight to the front. And I just like to have my arms out because it's a bit of a stability point for me. You can do this. Now, try this when you're talking to somebody or when you're watching YouTube on your computer screen or your smart TV or whatever. You know, talk while you do this and see if you're able to have your legs really stable here. I know my neck and my head is really still now because I'm trying to keep balance, but I'm also working my standing leg a lot. And also pull your belly button up so that you have your core to help you out here in standing straight and stable. By the way, we are also working on our feet orientation here, foot orientation, because it's one foot, one leg at a time. Okay, coming back down. Change. Continue talking to somebody, or focusing on the screen, your computer screen, your TV screen, so that your muscles can really work more intuitively. You won't try too hard to grip it, but you're still working it a lot. This also trains us on how to be centered while multitasking, doing other things, which is actually real life, yeah? Okay, so I'm ending this video here. I always say this, keep moving, keep getting better, because our body loves to move. Do like and subscribe. And I'll see you very soon in the next video. Take care and have a lovely day. Movement has been my form of self-care for over 20 years, and I want to show you how you too can move and take better care of yourself every day.